Welcome. I think we have those of you who are here already. If you can just let me know that you can hear me, that would be great. Like, write it in the chat. Um, yes. Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, my house is looking more and more like a studio, like lights and microphones. So I have one of my Christmas presents. It was a external mic that I'm using. So I want to make sure that it's all set up right. I should have probably paused this part of the recording, but if you're watching the replay, feel free to skip till 10 a.m. Hello. Yes. So if you see me looking off in the distance, it's not anybody else. It's a mic stand and a mic here. So it's kind of hard to set it all up completely before I start. So I'm gonna move this a little closer. Okay. Welcome everyone. Don't mind me as I um, adjust this external mic, and I don't want it to be in the shot, but it's good. Great. Oh, thank you, Jan. That's helpful to know. Welcome, 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 everyone. Please get comfortable and have whatever you might need with you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here live. Thank you, those of you who will watch the replay. We still have a minute, so I want to start right on time. It's good to see all of you. Diane, Emily, Jan, Jill, Karen, Lorenza, Roxana. Awesome. All right, here we go. It's recording. We're beginning. Yay. First of all, happy 2021. I'm so excited to be here with you. This is my first kind of official group offering of the year. And I'm so delighted that it is this Priestess Rise Up Prayer Collective. This is the opening ceremony. And I was just sharing on Instagram Live, if you saw my little video, that this really has been it's been an answered prayer. It's been a prayer that's been in my heart. It's been, like one of my teachers says it, a prayer that's been praying me. Isn't that like beautiful to think about, that the divine has a prayer and that we're answering that prayer, like a prayer for us, that we're being prayed, as in. So it feels very special. And we have, I think, 33 people registered. And I know some of you are watching the replay and some of you are here live, and some of you, and even if you're here live, you can watch the replay again, watch the transmission again. So I want to share a little bit. Welcome, everyone. It's just so nice to see all your names. I want to share a little bit about what the intention for this is, and a little bit of what the format will be, although, of course, that will be organic and that will flow with how the divine wants it to flow. But it's really important today for this opening ceremony to set this beautiful resonance. And I've committed to doing this through March, so the first quarter of the year. And then I was just going to kind of reevaluate and check and see if this was something that felt that there was a desire for, and that you wanted this. So if I feel that, then I will continue, right? So but it's already scheduled for January, February, March, and as you know, this is a free offering. So let's go ahead and just open up the sacred space before I share more about today. So wherever you are, just taking a nice cleansing breath, several nice cleansing breaths. And all of you who are here live, all of you who are watching the replay, please know that we are here together, right? Energy transcends space and time. So in reality, we are all here, all 33 or more, maybe more, have signed up. And trust that you're here, that you are watching this, you're receiving this exactly when you're meant to. And as you breathe in, I invite you to connect with your heart. Connect with this moment. Connect with the earth. Trusting again that you're here exactly when you're meant to be. And visualizing beautiful roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep into the heart of the earth. Trust your roots. They know what to do. So they are going to go through the layers of the earth. They're going to find that heart of the earth. And let your roots just kind of settle and stretch and get comfortable and feel safe. And I invite your soul to go ahead and clear out your roots. If there's anything you're holding still from 2020 or beyond that is unnecessary, just allow your soul to just do that work. You don't need to analyze, you don't need to judge yourself or anyone else. Just have that open prayer. If there's anything I'm holding from last year or even before then, or anything now that is unnecessary, that doesn't serve me, give your soul permission to release that. And as that happens, that's all of us, everyone here live, everyone watching the replay. Let's connect our roots, right? This is Priestess Rise Up Prayer Collective. This is a collective, a gathering, a network of grace. So we're connecting our roots in an empowering way. No codependency, no rescuing, no competition, none of that. We know that when one of us succeeds, we all succeed. That when one of us heals something, we all heal something. So we connect our roots in this beautiful, empowered way, and just let your soul do that. Your soul knows how to do that in this beautiful, empowered way, trusting that there's no accidents. There's a reason why you said yes. There's a reason why I said yes to this invitation from my soul to create this. There's a reason why you said yes to be here, whether you're here live or watching the replay. So we create this network, this collective energy of grace, of peace, of compassion, of alchemy, of new paradigms, of power based in love and unity consciousness. So I feel those are roots which bring each of your soul's medicine, right? You each are bringing your own lineage, your own beautiful medicine, your own connection to the priestess path. Even if you're like, I've never thought of that word, or that word makes me uncomfortable, or maybe you're super comfortable with it and really familiar with it, wherever you are, your lineage, your priestess lineage, even if that wasn't the word, maybe it was medicine women, right? The medicine women and men in your lineage, the wisdom keepers in your lineage, the shamans in your lineage. So we welcome all of that medicine based in unconditional love. We're weaving it together. And as we do that, there's a call that is going out to all the priestesses in the world to rise up, and say yes to the invitation from their soul, to be a channel of unconditional love for themselves, for yourself, and for the world. So let's breathe in all of that energy, all of that energy, all of that energy flows, blesses the earth. The earth blesses us, and that energy flows up the bottoms of your feet, up your legs, up your back, the back of your neck, the crown of your head. Feeling so present. And let's do that mudra of presence together. So leaving your left hand on your left knee, we raise our arm up, bring it down through the center, and we say, I am present, I am here. Doing it again. I am present, I am here. And again, I am present, I am here. I welcome your own spiritual team, your divine teachers and guides. And I welcome all of the ascended masters based in unconditional love from all different spiritual traditions that are here as overlighting mentors, that are here not only protecting this space, but radiating all the healing, all of the love, all of the light, so that it benefits not just us here. The purpose of this, the purpose of the Priestess Path is not a selfish journey. It's so that it benefits the collective, everyone in your life, everyone in the world, without getting depleted, without codependency. So we welcome those overlighting mentors. I want to name beautiful Mother Mary, Green Tara, Kuan Yin, beautiful Jesus and Mahavatar Babaji, beautiful Ganesh. I welcome your guardian angels and the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Zadkiel and Sandalphon and Metatron and Shamuel and Jophiel, all the archangels, Azrael, Ariel, Raguel and Raziel, all the archangels. Apologize if I'm not naming one. I know they don't take it personally, but we welcome these beings of love and light. And the medicine of the earth, the plant medicine, the beautiful medicine that animals bring. All of this is blessing not just today, but is blessing this offering, this Priestess Rise Up collective. This is the opening ceremony, so we welcome all that is good and beautiful and rooted in unconditional love. And I welcome your beautiful, wise, enlightened ancestors. Please know these might not be the ones that you're familiar with. These are most likely ancient ancestors, future ancestors that are enlightened, that are based in unconditional love and are here to support your path, your highest path. They're not here to keep you stuck in old patterns. They're here to cheer you on, to be sacred witnesses, and to offer guidance when appropriate as you keep evolving and moving on this ascension journey. I'm so humbled to welcome all of them here. And just feel all this love, all this love, all this support, all this light surrounding you individually and surrounding our group. Know how loved you are. And of course, we welcome the great mystery, the creator, God, source, universe, the divine, whatever name resonates with you. Father, Mother, God, we welcome your beautiful energy, your beautiful, miraculous, transformative love and compassion. We only know so little of how much we are loved by you. So we welcome that energy to be here. Of course, it's always with us, but there's something so powerful when we say yes, yes, beautiful Mother, Father God, Creator, Source, Universe. I want to know you. I want to receive more of your love. I want to be an ambassador for you here on the earth. So I just hear bells ringing in joyful welcoming. So we bring the palms of our hands together. And with great reverence, we bow to each other. With great reverence, all of these beings of love bow to you for your heroic human journey. And we open this space with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you again for being here. So I want to read a little bit just a little bit of an excerpt from my book, Birthing the Priestess Within, because I really want to set the resonance for what this offering is about and what the priestess medicine is about and why it's so important and why it's always been important. But there's the gift of these times is that we get to heal lifetimes, heal years, heal patterns, heal old wounds that have been you might feel like they're in your bones, in your bone marrow, right? That it might be like, oh my gosh, I have been working on healing this for so long. And more comes out and more comes out. And part of that is because this lifetime is special. It is this lifetime of being able to heal in such a deep level. And it is a lifetime where many of us have said, enough is enough. I am ready to heal codependency. I'm ready to clear trauma. I'm ready to say yes to my soul. I'm ready to be authentic in my leadership. I'm ready to be seen in whatever way your soul is inviting you to be seen. Please know this doesn't mean that there's no fear. I'm scared all the time. In fact, before I do these teachings, these offerings, I have like a moment of pure terror. I really do. And I just kind of have to breathe through it. So those of you who are watching this, please know that just because you're scared doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. In fact, many times it means you're doing exactly what you're meant to do. So I want to read this from, and it's on my phone. So this is a chapter in my book called Your Priestess Medicine. I'm not going to read the whole chapter, but I'm going to read this beginning part because I want to, again, set the stage, see what resonates with you. And some of you I know have heard this already if you were in the Priestess Mentoring Program with me or if you've gone to some of my readings. So your Priestess Medicine. Somewhere within you already know. You know that you came here to share the full expression of the love that you are and to help others do the same. In truth, everyone is called to this holy mission, although some might take longer, lifetimes even, to heed the call. If you're reading this, or I want to say if you're hearing this, then you're one of the ones that is saying yes to this call. And now, as an aside, this isn't in the chapter, but I want to say that the reason I can say yes in this lifetime is because there were many lifetimes where I said no, where I let fear kind of stop me. And there's no shame in that. It's part of the human journey. But it's important to remember that so that we have great compassion for all those people who are not yet in that place where they can say yes, because we've all been there. All right, so let me continue. At the same time, even though the divine is calling everyone, there are specific calls within the great call. Every person is given a particular role within this great mission of love, and everyone has their own path, their own set of life experiences and lessons that they will go through so they can best fulfill this purpose. The role of priestessing is one such call. It isn't better or more important than other roles. However, throughout history, the role of the priestess has been significantly stifled, oftentimes violently so. And because of this, the world is out of balance and in desperate need for the unique service that the priestesses of the world can offer. So that's really, really important for us to understand. So it isn't, labels are so, in some way they're important, in other ways they're limiting. And the word priestess can carry lots of baggage, let's say. But one thing that I want to really unpack and be clear that it isn't like this ego thing, like, oh, I'm a priestess, I'm better, I'm higher, I'm closer to God, or whatever nonsense has happened throughout the ages. That's not what this is about. However, as I said here in this chapter, priestesses have been persecuted in many ways, many, many ways. It still happens today. And so it's like the world is deficient. It needs us to say yes to this call. So I'm almost done. How you feel about the word priestess is in some important ways a reflection of how you feel about answering this sacred call. I invite you to be curious and notice what you feel when you repeat the word priestess. Some of my clients have felt a familiarity and a comfort with the word. Others have been surprised at the depth of the aversion they felt when they sat with the word priestess. So I'm going to stop there. So this is really important. So being with that word priestess and just being curious what comes up for you, because that's going to give you some inner knowing about what you may still need to heal, or about what part of your journey your contribution is meant to be. I want to be clear that saying yes to this call doesn't mean you have to call yourself a priestess, like you have to introduce yourself like that to people. I mean, that's fine if you do, but it isn't about that. It's about the energy, the call, the answering of saying, yes, I am willing to take that courageous journey of being a channel of unconditional love for myself and for the world. So just let's settle with that. Settle with that invitation of being a channel of unconditional love for yourself. That is the hardest one. I want to be very, very clear. That is the PhD program of spirituality. Can we be channels of unconditional love for ourselves? And as we do that, so I'm feeling the Reiki just starting to flow, right? This energy of unconditional love. So asking yourself that question, where am I depriving myself of unconditional love? Where am I holding back from fully loving myself? So bring your awareness to your heart center. And your heart center is right here at the center of your chest. It encompasses your biological heart, but not just that. It's this, see it as this beautiful flower in the center of your chest. And now, so this open, and now at the crown of your head, visualize your crown chakra, right, as this beautiful lotus flower that's perched right at the top, at the crown of your head. And your crown is open. We ask your soul to open. I'm sending Reiki to open those petals. Open those petals at the crown of your head. Open the petals, open the petals. Those petals rise up. And as they rise up, you might feel automatically, or if not, just set the intention, your roots that we already connected to the earth, they start to wake up and they start to spread and go deeper. They're supporting the crown, your crown expansion. So these petals, your crown chakra is open. Remember, you are in a safe, sacred space. It is safe for this to happen right now. And as your crown chakra opens, as this lotus flower opens, we welcome this golden nectar of unconditional love. This golden nectar that comes from the divine, that is our birthright of unconditional love. This is love that we can't logically understand. So that beautiful, fierce, unconditional love, the closest, maybe if you're a mother or you've been with a mother, you've seen that love between a mother and child when that relationship is healthy, is healed. That's the love, right? The love that is unconditional. And that nectar of love, that nectar, that light of unconditional love starts to fill your crown chakra, bathing every petal. And as your petals receive this nectar of unconditional love, it's like every petal births another petal, right? The crown chakra is known as a 1,000-petal lotus. It's receiving unconditional love, and every petal, as it's touched by this beautiful energy of love, every petal births another petal. And so your crown chakra is just becoming so expansive. There's lotus within lotus within lotus. And in fact, I'm reminded I'm wearing my Hathor and Flower of Life pendant, right? So that like flowers and those petals that are opening in your crown chakra as this golden nectar of unconditional love blesses and activates them. So this is the call. This is the invitation to the priestess path. Are we willing to say yes? And if you're here, I'm trusting that you are saying yes. Please know this doesn't mean that you're perfect. It doesn't mean that we never have a negative thought. It doesn't mean that we don't ever judge ourselves or judge others. We are human. But it does mean that we're committed to noticing when that happens, to love ourselves when it happens, and to come back to this prayer. So your crown chakra is just getting marinated in this unconditional love. Let that happen. Trust that you are in a safe space. Remember all those beautiful beings of love that are here. They are here. They are aligned with unconditional love. So their resonance is helping us to open up more, to release the blocks and the fears that we have to being channels of unconditional love, to release the addiction to suffering, the addiction to judging ourselves and others, the addiction to codependency. It is an addiction. That's okay. There's no shame in that. We all have it because we're in the earth plane, which has a programming, right? There's this like programming of judging ourselves, judging others, all of that, which comes from the ego. It's okay. It's the human condition. We all have that. However, that is not the truth of who we are. So receive this golden nectar in the crown of your head, in your petals. And now it starts to go down to your third eye, so right at your forehead. And maybe you bring your hand, you kind of touch your forehead a little bit if that feels good. But just feel my touch there on your third eye as this beautiful unconditional love, this nectar of unconditional love activates your third eye, activates this center, this temple, this divine technology that we all have. And each of your chakras, each of your energy centers has a nucleus. So in the nucleus of this, your third eye, It is opening and receiving this nectar of unconditional love. So why is it important that this nectar go into the nucleus, right? Just like the nucleus of a cell, it's the control center, right? It's the brain of your chakra. So let it receive this golden nectar of unconditional love so that it can then be dispersed throughout your whole energy center. And it's okay if you're new to chakras, if you don't know much about them, if you don't know anything about them, that is okay. Your soul can do this beyond your intellectual understanding. And please, if you do know a lot about chakras, just allow yourself to be in a beginner's mind, in an open mind. So your third eye, and as this happens in your third eye, what's happening is activating your ability to see through the eyes of unconditional love. That is the biggest superpower of the priestess. The biggest superpower we can all have is to see through the eyes of unconditional love, to see how divine we are and how divine everyone else is. And as your third eye gets activated, you might feel some pressure there. You might feel some tingling. It's okay. Just breathe through it. And if you don't feel anything, that's perfectly fine. As this happens, please know that you also are activating divine discernment so that you can see a situation. And yes, you can always see the unconditional love, but you can also see the illusion. You can see when you yourself or someone else is caught in the ego. But this is the thing, we see it through unconditional love. We don't see it with judgment. We don't see it to point it out. We don't see it to feel self-righteous or better than. If we feel those things, we know that we're caught in the ego as well, and that's okay. You just identify that. So divine discernment, so important. Feel that golden nectar blessing your third eye. Making it easier for you to know what your yeses are and what your nos are. To follow the golden path of service that you agreed to before you were born, right? We all have these sacred contracts that we said, yes, in this lifetime, I'm going to heal this. I'm going to heal this. I'm going to share my soul's medicine in the most authentic, most vulnerable, most powerful way. And then we're born and we forget it all, right? Because we go through our initiations, we go through the training of our life. That is why this is a heroic human journey. So now this golden nectar moving down your throat, and we're not going to spend that much time in our throat today. I'm going down into your heart. So your heart center, that flower now is receiving this golden nectar, this golden honey of unconditional love. And back to that question at the beginning, where are you depriving yourself of unconditional love? What parts of you are you still judging or neglecting or ignoring or belittling? There's no shame in that. We all do that. So right now, what the priestess knows, the reason a priestess, when we say yes to this call, we're so committed to self-love is not because we're weak or because we're just focused on ourselves and we don't care about the world. We do this because we understand, well, there's many reasons, but one important reason is that we understand that those places where we're holding back from loving ourselves, those are dark, congested spaces where divine love cannot flow through. So it's like plumbing, right? If you or actually, if you think of the arteries and the veins when they have a blockage, right? And the blood can't flow, sometimes so much that people can die from that. So those places where we are withholding love from ourselves are places where the divine love can't flow through us to the world. So when we keep saying, yes, I'm going to love that part of me. Yes, I'm going to have courage to look at that. Yes, I'm going to look at how I'm judging myself over that, how I still have shame about that. Yes, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to have the courage to do that, because as I do, as I heal that, then I become a greater channel of unconditional love. That's the only difference in this earth plane that we have with each other. It's not that some people are better, some people are more gifted than others. The divine gifts us all the same. The difference is, are we willing to say yes to our healing journey? So in this moment, as the golden nectar of unconditional love fills your heart, have the courage to have that prayer, beautiful, divine, wherever I am holding love for myself, I am willing to heal that. I am willing to love every part of me. Show me, heal me. And Green Tara is stepping forward, and Green Tara is the great liberator. She comes with, for us to really become sober and lucid and understand that there is an addiction to not loving ourselves. It's definitely a socially acceptable addiction. So we're healing that. We're having the courage to heal that, not from self-indulgence, not from self-entitlement, but as this revolutionary way to become true ambassadors of the divine here. So Green Tara, and if you know her mantra, and I have next to me Kuan Yin mala beads, Green Tara mala beads, and Mother Mary rosary beads. So I have the Green Tara mala beads. And if you know Green Tara's mantra of Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha, feel free to chant along with me. If you don't, that is okay. Just listen. I'm not going to do 108, but she is guiding us to connect with her mantra so I see your heart center, and there's all this light, and then there's these congested spaces. Some of them are ancient, they're old. Please know that I have this as well, right? We're in this together. So it's like those spaces that we've been afraid to look at. And whatever we're afraid to look at inside of us, we magnetize to us, and we project, and we add that pain to the world. So I know I don't want to do that. I don't want to contribute to lack of love in the world. So let's do her mantra together just a few times here. Beautiful Green Tara, great liberator, great savioress. We are open, we are willing. We are willing to be liberated from those places where we withhold love from ourselves, where we are still crucifying ourselves, where we are still punishing ourselves. And sometimes we blame others. We think the punishment is coming from outside of us, but we know that it's actually from within. All of those tormentors outside of us are actually reflecting some self-punishment inside of us. So as we do this, we know that we heal the collective, not just ourselves, we heal the world. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 So just plucking out these congested spaces through grace as we're here together, right? We can heal lifetimes. So just making space for more self-love. Trusting that you will be safe. If there's I'm sensing this attachment to people in your family, in your lineage, almost like it feels disloyal to heal. It feels disloyal to become this sober, because there's a somewhere along the line, sometimes we learn that loyalty, that loving the people in our lives that we care about, means that we stay at a certain level. And this can happen at an unconscious level. So right now, there's this great healing coming, so that you know, so that you heal and uplevel these cords of attachment, that you can connect in an empowered way, in a loving way. You can keep rising up, priestess. You can keep rising up. And that is how you help. You provide this blueprint, you provide this example. We're building bridges of light so that others can follow their own divine guidance when they are ready. We can't help by staying in that same vibration. So beautiful Kuan Yin with her vessel of mercy and compassion steps forward. And Kuan Yin is one of my overlighting mentors for 2021. So you'll be hearing a lot about her. Beautiful Kuan Yin, beautiful Bodhisattva of compassion. Beautiful Kuan Yin. She experienced such a heroic human journey when she was here on the earth plane. She experienced a lot of trauma, a lot of fear, a lot of terror. So she understands. And I brought my little, I have a lot of Kuan Yin statues, but I have my little one here. And she's got this vase. I don't know if you can see it, this vase of compassion. And even though it looks little, it's a magical vase that never runs out. Beautiful Kuan Yin shows up with her great compassion. And she has a great, great love for your inner child, your inner children. So just breathe into your heart. Notice if you're disconnecting, if you're numbing out, if there's any strong emotion coming, just notice it with compassion. Or maybe you just feel very comfortable and very open. Beautiful Kuan Yin stands in front of you. She's so beautiful. She's so loving. And she's inviting. So when Kuan Yin shows up, your inner child starts to relax. But what I mean by that is that your inner children, any inner child that has been holding back, that's been scared, it's not that immediately they'll be healed, because they need us. They need us for that. But it's almost like they recognize, like, oh, this is a safe space. And you might become more aware of them. So we welcome into this space any inner child part of you that needs more love right now, that needs reassurance, that needs compassion. And just notice which part comes forward. I know a 4-year-old part of me comes forward. And she's kind of, shy and timid. And this particular part of me holds the energy of terror, just from some experiences that we had at that age. So whatever inner child part shows up for you, Kuan Yin is here, Mother Mary is here, Green Tara is here, the Divine Mother in all her forms is here, the energy of unconditional love and safety is here. And Kuan Yin pours. Oh, it's interesting. She's pouring her vase of compassion, but then she just kind of took out a spray bottle. She's very efficient. like a spritz mist, and she's kind of spritzing this mist of compassion that can be gentler sometimes. This mist of compassion over your inner child, this mist of compassion over you, and this mist of compassion of this beautiful connection between you and this inner child. It is safe for you to know your inner child. It is safe for you to love her or him or they. This is what makes a great leader, is the ability, the courage to say yes to this inner journey. Please know that the divine and all these beings of love thank you for your courage. So I'm going to chant Om Mani Padme Hum Kuan Yin's mantra a few times. And then I'll be quiet. I'll be chanting it inside. And I'm just going to give you some moments in silence. Remember, you are safe. We're in a sacred container to connect with your inner child, to listen to her and to reassure her of how much you love her. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And just kind of say your final words to your inner child. Of course, these are not the final words. You will continue to be with your inner child and connect with her or him or they. Om Mani Padme Hum. So visualizing that golden light from the crown of your head to your third eye, to your throat, to your heart, going all the way down your legs and to your feet, helping to integrate everything that unfolded. And let your soul be in charge of that as we come back to the word priestess. And see yourself. I invite you to travel inside your heart to a sacred space. It might be a place in nature that you've been to before. It might be a place that just gets created right now for you. I know some of you were in my priestess mentoring program. So if you perhaps you travel right to your priestess temple. So I see a beautiful forest, magical and green and all this like beautiful lights hovering and floating, orbs of light. And you're standing there feeling so loved and so safe, surrounded by your team of angels and guides. And you're welcoming your inner priestess to appear. So, who is your inner priestess? Your inner priestess is the you that you are becoming. It's the you that already has healed it all and loves herself unconditionally. And because of that, loves the world unconditionally. And because of that, is so powerful. It's a midwife for the evolution of the planet. So invite her in front of you. Or it might not, I'm using her, but it might show up as a different gender or non-gender. It's totally going to be what's right for you. But visualize her in front of you, this inner priestess that is you. Perhaps she's dressed differently, perhaps not. She's looking at you with so much love. And you're going to ask her, beautiful inner priestess, what aspect or what part of my priestess medicine am I being called to share in 2021? What aspect, what part of my priestess medicine am I being called to share in 2021? What aspect, what part of my priestess medicine am I being called to share this year, 2021? Receive the answers in your heart. Even if you don't hear the details yet, just notice how your heart is filling with light, filling with light, filling the light with light. The answers will become clear at the right time for you. Then you're asking, beautiful inner priestess, what trauma or what wound or what burden or what old belief are you guiding me to heal right now? What trauma, wound, burden, belief are you guiding me to heal right now? What trauma, burden, wound, belief are you guiding me to heal right now? And then finally asking, where, beautiful inner priestess, are you guiding me to step into more leadership? Where are you guiding me to step into more leadership? And remember, leadership is service, not depleting service where you're a martyr. We've been there, done that. This is a service that blesses you and blesses the world. So ask her again, beautiful priestess, where are you guiding me to step into more leadership? Receive that in your heart now. And as you receive all that guidance in your heart, let her anoint your third eye, anoint your hands. She gently touches your shoulders and she says, you are safe, you are loved, it is time, thank you. You are safe, you are loved, it is time, thank you. You are safe, you are loved, it is time, thank you. And just receive that blessing. All of that dissolves in your heart. You're back in your space. Beautiful Mother Mary steps forward. Please remember that this is all beyond any dogma of any religion. These ascended masters are so not interested in dogma or doctrine. So Mother Mary steps in with her her love, her, like the word relentless comes, her relentless belief in you. I hold her rosary, and she's guiding us to say, I'm just going to say a Hail Mary. And again, removing any dogma. And it took me many years to be able to reconnect with that prayer as I healed from my wounds from organized religion. Oh, we bring beautiful Hail Mary as a mantra, just like Om Mani Padme Hum, just like Om Tare Tu Tare. And receive the mercy and the healing. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us now and in the hour of our death. Amen. Receive that blessing. And I just see all of the ascended masters, Mother Mary, Green Tara, Kuan Yin, beautiful Jesus, Mahavatar Babaji, any other guides that you connect with, the angels, the archangels, they're all kneeling and praying. They're all praying for us. They're all praying for our liberation, for our remembering who we are, remembering how beloved we are, remembering our divine mission, remembering that it is time to rise up, to be seen, to lead. And just let yourself receive. I'm going to burn some sage. And we ask that all of these activations, this Reiki, the blessings, the healing, be integrated on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, across all space and time, across all timelines, beyond our need to understand how that happens, for the benefit of you, of those you love, of the world. Let's take some cleansing breaths together. All of you who are here live, all of you who are watching the replay, take a moment to connect again with those roots, right, that we connected at the beginning of the gathering. And I ask, if you joined us late, please rewatch that part. That was really important. So that connection that we did at the beginning, right, that empowered connection, visualize that, see that. And we ask our souls to disconnect our roots from each other in a safe and empowered way. We still benefit, right? We benefit from the collective energy. And in your own beautiful physical body, which is the vessel, the container for your spiritual awakening, for your spiritual ascension, for your divine mission, we ask your soul to again integrate, heal on all levels, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, that you be very grounded, 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 present, present, present. And visualize a path in front of you that's the rest of today, blessed, and giving you time to integrate this session today, giving you surprising moments during the day where you integrate, where you receive insights. Perhaps you have some time alone where you journal or you take a walk or you listen to music or you take a shower, whatever it is, that it is there and it helps bring to your awareness all of the healing and transformation that happened today. And with that, we bring the palms of our hands together and we bow to each other and we end this opening ceremony of the Priestess Rise Up Prayer Collective with a namaste. Namaste, everyone. Fireworks, confetti. Imagine all of that is happening. So I have just a couple of cards that I'll pull and some announcements, but it is officially over. I know some of you might need to leave, and that's okay. You can always watch the replay. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This was the culmination of many prayers of mine and much healing, not just in this lifetime, but many lifetimes. So thank you for being here. There's 17 of us together, and I know there's about 33 or some registered. If you please, as I said, I'm committed till March to do these. If you find it helpful, if this was something that, please feel free to send me an email or a Facebook message. It doesn't have to be long, just to let me know, because that will just give me clarity if it's something to continue past March. And what else did I want to say? Please spread the word. If there's any people in your lives that you think would enjoy this, would love this, or being called to this, let them know. People will be added to my mailing lists if they sign up for this. I've put this in every possible written description, so hopefully people know. The replay will come within 48 hours. So just for you to know that. Okay, so let's do some cards. Oh, quick announcement. Next week, the first virtual career Reiki of 2021. I am so excited about it. It is going to be all about connecting to the soul of your business, the soul of your career. What does that mean? It means that your business, your career, or your soul's medicine has a soul. You can communicate with it. You can receive guidance on what's unnecessary, what is time to be released, what is time to upgrade, what is your soul saying, hey, the soul of your business saying, hey, it's time for this up leveling, this upgrade, or this change. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Oh, thank you, Jill. Let me go to the chat. Actually, you look great. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa, and everyone. Love you all. Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you, Jan. Feel free to put comments in the chat now that I have it up there and I'm remembering. All right, so let's just do some quick cards. So this is, oh wait, announcements. So let me finish that. Listen, announcement, Virtual Career Reiki next week, right before the full moon. That's going to be $33, just like last year at 10. You get the replay. So if you can't attend live, you will get the replay. And then at the Infinity Foundation, sponsored by the Infinity Foundation, it's also a virtual offering. There's the 2-hour workshop on really empowering your career, really just journal prompts and connecting with your future self, and just some new things that I haven't shared before. So I'm excited about that. And then the Soul Summit 2021. I know many of you attended 2020, and although it makes me sad that it won't be in person, I'm also really excited about it. So I would love for you to attend that. All of that is on my website. All of that is on my Facebook page. All of that is shared through my newsletter. Okay, Soulful Woman card. What is the message from your inner priestess today? Let's see. So perfect. All right, get ready here. I'm actually going to be doing stuff about this at the Infinity Workshop. Anger as my sacred ally. What? And I'm connecting a lot with anger in 2021. I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a positive force for good. What? Yes, it's one of the hardest things for those of us who are on this path. Because frankly, I know for me, I've been hurt by and abused by many people who are taken over by their anger. So of course, my parts are like, ew, I don't want to have anything to do with anger. So it's been a long journey that I'm still learning. How do I make space for my parts that are angry? And not only angry, my parts that can be enraged. But how do we do that in a safe way? How do we do that in a loving way? How do we do that in a sacred container? Because those parts that are enraged, that are angry, hold great, great treasure and fuel for us. But we don't get taught how to be with anger. We don't get taught that we can be angry and not hurt people, that we can be angry and not act out, that we can be angry and not hurt ourselves. So look at this. I'll be talking about this more. And like I said, there'll be a special kind of journal exercise about this in the workshop I'm doing on January 31st for the Infinity Foundation. There we go. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. And then a surrender card. So be very gentle with yourself with that. If anger makes you really uncomfortable, if you saw that card and you were like, oh, just remember, you've got Mother Mary, you've got Kuan Yin. They're passionate. And just kind of ask for that guidance. Okay, what is my anger trying to tell me? What have I been suppressing that needs expression in a loving way? All right, surrender. Perfect. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve a problem. All right. If there's anything you're thinking about and over and over and over, it's like taking up rent, right? Like how they say taking up rent in your brain, and you're like, what the heck? Like, let's turn it over to spirit. Take it, beautiful spirit. That's actually a meditation practice I've been doing every day this year. And I'll also be talking about that in that workshop. So, which is very, very powerful, getting into the practice, because it's easier said than done, right? It's like, okay, you're telling me to stop obsessively thinking, but sadly, I don't have like a button I can push, right? It's a practice to cultivate with lots of self-love. All right. And finally, just gonna do a Star Temple card. Okay, it's 11:04. Laura, that card is perfect. Thank you. I was feeling that one of the things I was feeling was anger, and had some great visions about how to reposition myself with the world around me. Love that, Laura. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Imagine how powerful that would be, right? If all of us priestesses, all of us who are committed to being channels of unconditional love for ourselves and the world, if we stop being afraid of our anger, and we didn't act out on it, we didn't abuse ourselves or others, but we used it as fuel. That's what it's for. And we had the courage to uncover the grief that often, often lies under the anger. I mean, we would talk about superpower. Thank you, Laura, for sharing that. Okay, Star Temple card, last card. Oh my gosh, passion, talking about passion. The Moonstone Star, passion. I am entering a portal of euphoric love. Look at this, number 11. Look at this. Look at that. Passion. That might make you nervous. Maybe you're like, anger, I'm totally comfortable with that. Passion, I don't know. Like passion, euphoric love, being passionately in love with yourself, with the world, with your lover, your beloved, with God, the divine. So there's some passion. And look at this. She's like root chakra, sacral chakra. A lot of us have a lot of healing to do around this. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We've got this. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed day. I look forward to hearing from you if there's anything you want to share. And I look forward to seeing you in all these other offerings that are coming up. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Emily saying very restorative. Thank you, Lisa. You're welcome. Drink lots of water, everyone. I should have said that before. Heather, oh, beautiful. Thank you. Drink water, drink water. And it's totally normal if you have to use the bathroom many times. Like your body's detoxing, right? Like that's normal. All right, I'm going to stop talking and turn this off. Bye, everyone.